Ever since I found my dream boat, rough around the edges but full of promise, life's been full steam ahead. I battled through 48 locks to reunite both boats so I could finally move aboard and get the Rum Wench ready for sail. Since then, it's been all hands on deck with the renovations, and last week things got serious. My new boat came out of the water, was hoisted onto a lorry and taken down to the river for a full-on transformation. So let's see what we've been up to this week. Good morning, it's an absolutely glorious day here today, and because my new boat is out the water at New Concept Boats down on the River Weaver, I'm back on board the Rum Wench for just about 3 or 4 weeks or until it sells. But I'm currently moored here at Anderton, and whilst I'm here there's a big thing going on at the lift and things are going to get a little bit steamy. So the Anderton Boat Lift was built in 1875, and what it does is it links the Trent and Mersey Canal here to the River Weaver down there, and it lifts and lowers the boats 50 foot from one to the other. But it's brilliant. So what made this wonderful boat lift unique is because it has 2 large tanks full of water that are counterbalanced. One lifts up whilst the other one goes down, and these were actually back in the day run by little steam engines, and because of the design it didn't take much steam to power them. And it's nice there's some historic boats here as well, which was wonderful. I have been on this boat before, it's absolutely gorgeous. This used to carry chemicals in Manchester and it was built in 1935. Proper beauty. It's got a little single cylinder Gardner in it. Oh, I love it. It's nice having a big one in front of you, isn't it? 70 odd foot this one, with a wooden bottom. And this is the original artwork from the 1950s. Look at that. Proper beauty. This boat's called Ictus. It's steam powered. It's 54 foot, but it's not actually classed as a narrowboat. Even though it's steel and slender, it's called a steam launch. So I'm going to talk to a lovely chap here now to tell us a little bit more about it.
She was designed and built by a waterway artist friend of ours who wanted to have a floating studio that he could exhibit his canal pictures, and he had that built in 1989. In 1989 was at the boat show and received an award for design and style. Fired by kerosene. It's a bit like a big Tilly lamp, so it's pressurised and you have to keep the pressure up as well, but a lot cleaner than coal.
So how long do you need to get it warm before you can actually cruise and move the boat?
The best example is first thing in the morning. The locks were ready for us at Holston, so we thought, let's get in the lock and I'll light the boiler. It took 17 minutes to get up from cold to steam pressure. As soon as we were through the lock, we were ready. So it is very quick, but still nerve-wracking if you're moving and you've got no power.
Yeah. Oh, that's brilliant. So Chris is about to light the stove, but Chris, whilst you are lighting the stove and we are waiting a little bit, you're trying to help with the restoration of that canal, aren't you?
In more ways than one. I'm a member of the Shropshire Union Canal Society, so we're raising money currently to do what we call the Shropshire Gap, which is the section between Crickheath and the Welsh border at Llanymynech.
Fantastic. So I've just grabbed one of these leaflets about the Montgomery Canal, and for those of you that don't know, the Montgomery is on the Llangollen. It's an offshoot, and it's so nice to have more places that we can cruise, and they're steadily opening it up more and more. And it's one part of the canal that I have not been on, so hopefully maybe later this year or even next year I'm going to be going down the Montgomery. But it's a beautiful canal, and it's lovely to see people dedicating their time volunteering to restore these wonderful canals of ours. Oh heck, you can hear it firing up now, and there's a bit of smoke coming from that large funnel thing. But it's going to show us now how he lowers it for the bridges on the canals, all them low bridges. That's brilliant. There we go, a little bit of faffing and we're all underway. Wonderful, let's go and see what else is here. Just look at all these beauties, you know, imagine it back in the day, all these working away. So all these beauties here are a symbol of the steam-powered revolution in Britain, where steam engines were used to power factories, ships and trains. Remember that steam was the driving force behind the whole industrial revolution. Yeah, it made Britain what it is today. It's just ace being here with all the old boats and the steamboats, it's like being part of a piece of history. But just coming up now is one of my favourite boats, and that's the Daniel Adamson. I've done an actual dedicated video on that boat last year. I went for a cruise, went in the engine room, boiler room, everything. Fantastic boat. So if you haven't watched that video, I'll put a link in the video description. But just look at this beauty. It's run entirely by volunteers, and all the money they make from all the trips they do goes straight into the restoration of this boat. It's just fantastic. It's such a shame as well that the boat lift isn't working, because it's 150 years since the boat lift was built, and this big event's on and the lift's out of action. Couldn't write it, could you? So it's been absolutely wonderful coming here for the day, and remember that most of the things that happen here at the boat lift are free. This has been free to attend. All these wonderful steam engines, steamboats, historic boats. You can get a coffee, you can get a burger, you can get food in the cafe. What more do you need? So I'm currently wearing my new attire because I'm about to do something that I've never ever done, and that is to go to the top of the Anderton Boat Lift. Welcome to the magnificent Anderton Boat Lift, a true marvel of Victorian engineering, proudly known as the Cathedral of the Canals. Towering above the River Weaver, this Victorian masterpiece was built in 1875 to connect two important navigation routes, the Weaver and the Trent and Mersey Canal. The lift is 85 feet in length and 48 feet wide, and it is made of cast iron and wrought iron. I don't know if you can see properly on the camera, but that gate there is holding the canal in from going down there. Yeah. How cool is that? Imagine the clanking of gears, the hiss of steam and the bustle of boats loaded with salt, coal and chemicals waiting for their turn. Today it's a peaceful spot for pleasure boats, but the drama of the industrial past still lingers in the air. And if you do this walk the lift tour, you get to go inside the old buildings and see all the controls of when the lift was first built. As mentioned earlier, the lift originally opened in 1875 but became unreliable by the early 1900s due to the brine corrosion from the River Weaver. So in 1908, engineers converted it to electric operation with giant counterweights, cogs and gears. This system ran until 1983 when the lift closed for safety reasons. It was later restored in 2001, but the 1908 mechanism was preserved as part of its history. Look at all these cogs here. How awesome are these? This is just amazing. There's 72 cogs on here. Oh, I've always wanted to come up here. I know, I'm just so excited. I'm on top of it, right on the top of the Anderton Boat Lift. What I want to know is how, back in 1908, did they get these huge big cogs and rather large shafts up here? Mental. So that's it, the tour's over, but that was absolutely fantastic. Can highly recommend doing the walk the lift tour, and they run that at weekends. But you know, I've never ever done that before, and I'm made up now I've done it. Fantastic. Anyway, we're going to go now, drop this off, and head back to the Rum Wench. Good morning. It's been a few days since Grumpy was craned out on a wagon and brought here to New Concept Boats. So I'm just going to see today now how it's all progressing, but it's going to be here for about 3 to 4 weeks. Well, it has to be only 3 to 4 weeks because they've got another build coming in then. But here she is, she's looking very tired. So Grumpy is facing a huge transformation fit for the high seas. I mentioned in the last video that the primer paint on the outside had cracked like a cursed map. A job far too big for me and the tools that I have. So she's getting stripped right back to bare metal, down to a birthday suit, so a fresh paint job can be applied. And while she is here, I'm also sneaking in some extra storage.
We'll be on it in the next few days. And
so what are you going to do to this? Tell us the process.
We're going to scrabble it all. We're going to soft pad it. It'll have three or four coats of blacking on. So that'll be all scraped back as well, right back. So there'll be no old paint on it. And
yeah, but there's no pitting, is there?
No, this is just it does actually. I'll get scrape and scrape it off for you.
It's just like it's.
Yeah, I've done a bit down here. If you want to come and have a look.
Yeah, yeah.
Just started it. See, so that's right back to steel. That now. Obviously, we'll soft pad over it.
All right, so that's how it looks. This is the bit you've done.
This is the bit we've done, and we've scraped off here. But we'll obviously run over with a soft padder.
Yeah.
Get the new steel.
But there's no deep pit.
But there's no deep pitting. It's just surface rust, obviously from being pulled out the water, sort of thing. You know.
Yeah. Brilliant.
Actually, the oxidisation.
Yeah.
No, yeah, it'll look brand new.
We've only had the boat a few days and work's already progressing, so I'm going to have a quick talk to Tom the joiner now to see what's happened so far. So already we've got all the units ripped out here, so we can have some lovely wardrobes. How are you getting on with it, Tom?
Yeah, not too bad. It's come out pretty easy, to be fair.
Yeah. So excuse the mess, everyone, because yeah, you can see I'm in a right mess because I've started moving in.
So I've moved your toilet so it's a little bit more space and it's easier for your cassette to come out. And I've made like a feature out obviously the exit, what the tank was coming out of.
So to get the cassette out for the toilet on this boat, you had to go under the bed, move all your stuff that you had stored there, lift a little hatch, pull the toilet out, and it was a right faff. So what Tom's done is turn the toilet round for me, so now I can just slide the cassette straight out of this side door here, which will make things so much easier. And because the toilet's been turned round, it's quite, you know, if you've got big hips like me and a big lady's wobbly bottom, it can be a bit of a struggle. So he's also going to trim off the cupboard so I fit perfectly. This is where the toilet used to come out of, just there, whereas now we've put a nice little piece of wood on there. And then I can do what I want. I can paint it or anything, but it's beautiful that. I might just keep it as a nice little feature. In this section here, he's going to build me a cupboard so I can store things in that cupboard, because this is just a corridor space. There's a place to put all my rum in it.
Yeah.
And already things are progressing in the kitchen because he's made me some brilliant little storage steps. Obviously these are work in progress at the moment because I've only been on this a couple of days. But just look at these. And they're brilliant because I've got all the anti-slip stuff on there. And what I'm really liking about New Concept Boats and the guys here is they know my budget, so they're working within my budget. So this is just fantastic. I can't wait for it all to keep coming back and seeing how it's progressing. It's amazing. This is just after a few days. Oh, well, thanks so much, Tom. I'll leave you to it. Yeah, you're doing fantastic. I'm made up. Yeah. Absolutely made up.
So you want rattle red on your roof?
Yep.
Thinking you want a dark. Is it a dark grey on the edge, around the edge, is it, or?
We'll go for a black where it's now dark grey.
Okay, and then you want a light grey panel.
Yep.
What colour's your coach line? What colour you want to do that?
That's going to be an off-white.
Off-white, okay. And then we're doing your gunnels going black.
Yep.
Yeah, okay.
If we're going to have a little look at the back panel, this is where the new name's coming, but I haven't got a name yet, so.
Yeah.
So I know that, I need to get a sign right, so this is just for painting, isn't it? So dark grey. So when the name is done, the name's going to go there, and then in there it's going to say Pirate Tug number 2.
Ah, nice. Nice.
So these are going to be a dark grey in there, and that's going to be a lighter
grey, right, okay. And then you sign writing when you decide what name.
So I just thought I'd show you as well, this is a boat that Liam's been painting. So look at this. So how long's this taken you, Liam?
4 or 5 weeks now.
Wow.
We've had a little bit extra time, to be honest with it.
Yeah.
But no, it's coming towards the end now, so it's ready to go.
So do you think my boat would be able to be as shiny as that one?
Yeah, guaranteed, yeah. It'll be exactly the same. It'll look the exact same, like a brand new boat.
Oh,
It'll do, yeah.
Oh, fabulous. Right, oh, thanks so much. Right then, so I'll see you later, guys.
Save it easy.
Yeah, and you. Bye-bye. God, I can't believe it. Oh, amazing. So there we have it, we're back on board the Rum Wench now. I've actually just cruised her to here. It's about 10 minutes from the last mooring, but it's a lovely little spot. It's in some shade because the weather has been absolutely glorious for spring. It's just wonderful. But that then has now caused more problems. We've got more stoppages. So now from Stoke to Middlewich, the whole of the Cheshire Locks, Heartbreak Hill, has been closed, until the water levels get back to normal, because I've had no rain. So I don't really want rain, to be honest, but I do want the navigation open to be cruising off on my adventures. But everything is going really well. I have asked now New Concept Boats to paint the boat because, I'm working at the moment because I had to stay in this area whilst I've bought the new boat and I need to sell this one. I've been working, I work anyway, I've got my badge business, I DJ loads of festivals and events, but also I've took some more teaching work. This is a one-time opportunity, so might as well just, earn as much as I can in this short time, and then I'll be off on my adventures. So I just want to show you this. Somebody just sent me this. This is lovely. This is from Natalie. She's made this. It's wonderful. It's a little doll. It's got a little Kraken bottle and a little red bandana. How cute is that? And also she's made a little Bonny as well. Bonny, my little rescue. And talking of Bonny, I just want to say as well, lots of people are saying call your new boat Anne Bonny. Well, I can't, because my little dog's named after Anne Bonny, that famous, wonderful female pirate from back in the day. So because Bonny's named after her, then the boat needs to be named after something different. But a massive thank you to Natalie. And Natalie was introduced to the channel by her dad, Tony DJ, who's in his 70s now. So I don't know if you're still DJing, Tony, but a massive thank you for everything. Anyway, we're going to pour ourselves now a little rum, and then I'll tell you a little bit about what's coming up. So what we're going to have today is what's called a dark and stormy. It's dark rum and ginger beer. Wonderful. And whilst I am pouring this, a huge thank you to this week's pirate crew. I can only have a little one because I do have to work a little bit later. There we go. This is just what you need on a day like today. Proper refreshing. So cheers everyone. Just wet the lips. Woohoo! Oh, that is really, really nice. That is so nice. So I'm going to try and get down to new concept boats a little bit later on in the week and do some more filming. But this weekend coming is the Crick Boat Show, and I'm doing a Patreon meetup on the Saturday. But besides that, I'll just be around. I don't know. I can't say where I'm going to be or anything like that. But it'd be lovely to meet some of the lovely viewers and try and put faces to names of the lovely comments that get left each week. But anyway, I'm going to leave the video here. If you have enjoyed it, please do give me a big thumbs up. Subscribe down below if you haven't already. But before I go, just a massive, wonderful thanks to my lovely, gorgeous patrons. So that's it. Please take care, stay safe, and I'll see you next week. This is just so exciting. In a few weeks' time, I'm going to be joined with... I can't believe... Somebody's got the vibrator out.